Okay, art three. Let's get ready to do some preliminary sketches on your abstract human form project. Now, it might be helpful for us to take a look at some examples like we've taken a look at a little bit in the past. And just remember that there's all kinds of different levels of the meaning of the word abstract, especially in art. And so the level of abstract we're going to go with is just the idea that we still maintain the idea of what we're seeing. We're just distorting the figure, the human figure. We're changing it. We're shifting things. We're simplifying. We could still always tell that we're looking at that human figure. The idea of the human is still there. It's just we're messing around with the shapes of it and stuff. So, and the colors and whatever you kind of choose. And so you'll see with these examples, obviously, this is not an exact rendering of a human being. They messed around with different aspects of it. This one, the aspect of color is definitely messed with. This is a slightly abstracted human. And some of these get really simplified, but the idea of the woman is still there, as you can see. Okay. And then some of them remain a little more complex still. So, okay, we saw that one. And as you can see, there's so many different ways that you can take this project. So, I hope the little hamster in your brain is running and getting ideas and getting creative and, starting to plan some things. So, there you go. That's a better example. Now we can see it straight up. So, we're going to work on our preliminary sketches. And telling you like, hey, let's make an abstract human form project, that is so broad. So I wanted to give you some avenues to go down. That way you have sometimes we need boundaries. So you can choose one of these paths to help you. And if you have your own ideas, I'm absolutely open to it. But I figured that one of these three paths might interest you. So if you really want to, in your abstract human form project, if you want to represent some sort of cultural tradition that you're connected with or interested in, dancing, martial arts, cooking food, it could be something religious, could be something having to do with sports. Sports are actually a big part of different cultures around the world and stuff. So if you want to do something with a cultural tradition, you can go with that. If you want to do something maybe with multiple figures, that's always interesting to do. Do something with multiple figures and try to establish and represent a relationship between them or some sort of dilemma or struggle or something like that. That's always very interesting to do too, because as a viewer, I'm sitting here looking at this example right here and going, what's going on between those two? I can't tell. Let me try and find some clues. It's always kind of interesting to do that. So you can do that. The other one is if you want to keep things a little more singular, if you really want to focus on one human figure, then go ahead and do that and try to represent a specific experience that human figure is going through. Our lives, we're just full of experiences all day long, every day. And some things hit us a lot harder or like change our lives in certain ways. So it'd be very interesting for you to try and show that through this project. So you can go down that path too. And again, I'm open to many, many ideas. So once you choose one of those paths or whatever path you do choose, please tell me what you're planning on doing for the project. And then what we'll do is just start getting into some sketching. So you can play around with composition. If you are set on one idea, you just want to play around with composition, that's fine. If you want to try three totally different ideas, then play around with those sketches and see what looks the best. So we'll start sketching, and just remember that this is about the human body. We'll be doing this for a little while now and doing gesture drawing and stuff. So remember that idea of body language. We don't need words to communicate an idea about how we're feeling or what we're going through or what's happening to us culturally or internally or whatever. Our body language says a lot. I mean, literally, my hairstyle could tell you what kind of mood I'm in probably every day, even just that. So just think about that body language before you start sketching, and then go ahead and sketch and I'm asking for 3. My high school teacher always asked us for 10. So I'm asking you for 3 just so we have options and you can see what works, and I'll give you feedback. So take a picture of your 3 drawings and you'll be good to go.